All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We are talking about the Los Angeles Lakers in tonight's video. We got free agency right here. We just had the NBA draft. I think the Lakers actually had one of the best drafts you possibly could have asked for, having the 17th overall pick, drafting Dalton, and then you went Bronny in the second round, 55th pick. LeBron James declined his player option earlier today, but then we're hearing he might get a pay cut. All of this doesn't matter, in my opinion. The Lakers are going to make a move. And they're going to make a move, whether it's free agency, that might be a little bit more complicated, or it's going to be a trade. It might not be a Trae Young trade, but it might be something that could really help this team get back to the NBA Finals. And I look at LeBron, I look at Anthony Davis and Austin Reeves, and even younger guys like Max Christie, Dalton Connect is, I think, going to be literally a day one impact player for the Los Angeles Lakers. But everyone's freaking out because LeBron's getting a little bit older, right? Or he is been getting a little bit older. The production has not necessarily fallen off, but to me, the biggest move the Lakers could have ever have made this entire offseason, not even talking about a Zach LaVine potential trade, not even talking about bringing Kevin Durant or Paul George or any top tier superstar. The biggest move the Los Angeles Lakers made this offseason, and it will stand pat till the game one of the regular season, was signing JJ Redick to be, or hiring JJ Redick to be a new head coach. Darvin Ham, I'm sure, is a great guy. I'm sure he's a very nice, respectful dude. But they needed change. And that was obvious actually a long time ago. It was very clear that Darvin Ham never controlled the locker room. And I don't think his players truly respected him, and JJ Redick is about to change everything. So before we get into tonight's video, if you guys enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily Lakers content. If you try and get this video to 100 likes, I would really appreciate it. So once again, I really like JJ Redick. I think he, as far as basketball knowledge goes, I think just like articulation, I think he's a freaking beast. I really do. I think people get concerned about former players way too much. When you look at vast majority of successful head coaches, like even just the most basic example of Steve Kerr, right? Pat Riley. I mean, I'm telling you guys, JJ Redick is the difference maker in the Los Angeles Lakers offseason. But even looking into some of these trades, we're about to talk about this draft because D'Angelo Russell is going to, or he picked up his player option earlier today. So he is now the Lakers' best trade asset. And I will just say this, I really like D'Angelo Russell. I think D'Lo is a beast. I think he can just absolutely shoot it lights out. But just like every shooter on the planet, sometimes you have cold stretches. The Lakers just need a little bit more. And my issue is not D'Lo himself. It's just unfortunate that he's the best dangler as far as value goes, because he's 28 years old. He's playing on an expiring contract, but he's coming off back-to-back solid seasons. He's averaged 18 points, 41% from downtown, 6.5 assists per game in 147 games since the start of the 2022-2023 season. So, I'm seeing some like mock trades, and we're about to talk about mock trades here in just a second. But like D'Lo, JHS for Colin Sexton and Walker Kessler, I would do a trade like that every freaking day. The Lakers don't need a Trae Young. They don't need a Zach LaVine necessarily, but I just want a solidified scorer. Doesn't even have to be a starter, folks. I just want a solidified scorer, especially on my bench. But we know the Lakers have 3-point issues. They did last season. Dalton's going to help that a lot. So let's just talk about him real quick. For some weird reason, NBA GMs right now are obsessed with age. They are literally obsessed with age. Zach went number 1 to the Atlanta Hawks, one of the youngest kids. Dalton is 23 years old. He was a freaking beast at Tennessee last season. This is a guy who started his college basketball career at JUCO, went to Northern Colorado in the Big Sky Conference, my former alma mater, not my alma mater, but I went to Southern Utah. It's the same conference with Weber State, or it used to be with Damian Lillard, whatever. Dalton ends up transferring to Tennessee for his final year of college basketball. Last season in an SEC program, 36 games, 22 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, shot 46% from the field, 40% from downtown. His size is amazing. His physicality is there. Dalton is a guy who just literally slipped because of age. This was a projected top 10 unanimous pick. Like, folks, top 10 unanimous pick here. He's got a great feel for the game. He's got great size for an NBA wing. He can score. I feel really good about this draft pick at number 17. And even just like real quick on Bronny James. Bronny was never supposed to be a miniature LeBron. Bronny was never supposed, even when he went to college, Bronny was never supposed to be this 25 point per game scorer. I will tell you this. I don't know if it'll be right away. It'll probably take a while because he is extremely young. His offensive numbers at USC last season were terrible, 5 points per game. He did shoot 48% on twos, 27% from downtown, 67.6% from the free throw line. I mean, it's just horrible statistics. He went heart surgery less than a year ago. But I think Bronny can just be a contributing member for the role players. But once again, it might not be right away. But I just want to say, like, people are giving LeBron and the Lakers organization so much backlash. Like, folks, LeBron is the best basketball player of all time. The best basketball player of all time. He's lived an unbelievable life. He's literally a billionaire. LeBron, why would you not want to play with your kid? Like, I don't care what the NBA media has to say. I don't care what non-Lakers fans have to say. If you have the ability to play with your kid, I mean, I'm going to take that every freaking day of the week. So let's talk about some ways the Lakers can improve their roster here. Jeremy Grant, I think, would be very beneficial to this team. So Yahoo Sports' Jake Fisher reported on Monday that Grant is believed to be another potential addition on the Lakers' wish list. 30 years old, he's a client of Clutch Sports CEO Rich Paul, who also represents LeBron James and Anthony Davis. And over the past 4 seasons, he's averaged 21 points, over 4 rebounds per game, while shooting 45% from the field and 38% from downtown. I just think, once again, the Lakers don't need a Zach LaVine. They don't need a Trae Young. They don't need this like clear superstar in the NBA. That's why you have Anthony Davis. That's why you have LeBron James. They just need another solid, reliable contributor who's going to score the basketball, shoot threes, play defense, play his role. And I think that's exactly Jeremy Grant. We've been trying to get Jeremy Grant over to the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, what feels like ever since LeBron got to LA. And I think it's time to just make it happen because he's over here sitting in Portland. Portland's clearly going through a rebuild here. They just don't really need Jeremy Grant long term. I think they would take a trade there. So, a couple other potential targets would be a Trae Young trade. Once again, I don't really think they need to do that. I've always kind of viewed Trae Young to the Lakers as a long shot. I would actually much more prefer a dude like Chris Paul. We've heard Klay Thompson in free agency. I think that would be very difficult because I think the Orlando Magic are about to give him an arm and a leg. But those are just some potential targets. Let me know your thoughts on the Lakers draft, and then let me know which free agent target or trade target would you make a move for if you were the Los Angeles Lakers. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button, hit that sub button, and we'll see you tomorrow.